ask you about Donald Trump and the plane from Qatar. And they were trying to transfer it in 2029 to his presidential library. Are you more surprised of the corruption of it all, or the fact that a president who could barely read has a library?
I'm probably going to go with the latter.
The government of Qatar, the Qatari family, has offered to donate this plane to the United States Air Force, where that donation will be accepted according to all legal and ethical obligations. It will be retrofitted to the highest of standards by the Department of Defense and the United States Air Force. This plane is not a personal donation or a gift to the President of the United States. And everyone who wrote that last week should go and correct their stories, because this is a donation to our country and to the United States Air Force. As for a timeline, because it is the United States Air Force that is accepting the plane, I would defer you to them for specifics, because the president, frankly, has nothing to do with it. It's the Air Force's project to take on.
Your thoughts on this jumbo jet that the Qataris want to give President Trump?
Well, I'm still seeking to get more clarity and information on it. I think obviously from the president's standpoint, you know, he wants to be able to have a plane that meets the needs of him and his administration. But obviously, we don't want to be straight up accepting any type of gift from any foreign government.
I think that most people can see that this clearly violates the Constitution, especially if Trump intends to take it for his own personal use after he leaves the presidency. I mean, France gave us the Statue of Liberty, but Grover Cleveland didn't take it home with him or put it in his library when he was not president anymore, and yet that's what Trump plans to do with his plane.
Can Congress do anything other than complain about it?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, under Republican leadership, it doesn't look like much is going to happen, although it is significant how many Republicans already, not just in Congress, but in the commentary world, you know, people like Ben Shapiro, that lunatic Laura Loomer that you mentioned, have already spoken out against this. What Congress should be doing is actually focusing some effort on fixing the problems at Boeing, because those are legitimate problems. I mean, I don't want the door flying off my plane any more than the next guy. Those are things that need to be fixed.
This grand gesture from Qatar, this luxury jet. You even have some Trump allies like Laura Loomer and Ben Shapiro are against it, even saying if this was Hunter Biden or Joe Biden, we would be going crazy right now. Even some Republicans in Congress have been speaking out against it. What do you think?
It must be one heck of a jet. Yeah, because, you know, I was with President Trump, and you know, the current aircraft is aged. Remember, during his first couple months in office, he went to Boeing and said, look, you're charging us too much, it's going to take too long. He cut a deal with Boeing. Where's the plane? And all of a sudden he sees this plane, and I understand it went through Pam Bondi, so it's legal, it's ethical. Does it give the right message? Well, I hope Boeing looks up and goes, look, you know, I got to deliver. But I got to say, it must be one heck of an aircraft.
I think we would be crazy not to accept the plane. And I think people have been watching way too many spy movies. And if you think the United States government and our Defense Department is not going to strip the plane, everybody is talking about technology. Could they be spying on us? Of course, we have foreign assets that want to spy on us, but they're not going to take the plane as is. They'll break it apart. They'll put the necessarily military assets on there, the technology there.
Flip it to the other side.
That's exactly right. Maybe add an extra couch just in case Kill Me wants to be a hobo. But I think it's a gift. I think the president.
Think it's okay?
I think it's totally okay. We have been gifting the world for decades. It feels good to finally get something from someone else. We're always the ones giving charity away.
A president needs to be able to use an ottoman.
Yeah, and who's going to pay for all of this?
You realize, for security reasons, that the Air Force One has to be like a flying fortress. To know that that plane is secure, you got to tear the whole thing apart. You got to take out every nut, every bolt, every screw, and make sure there's not a transmitter in one of them or 100 of them. You got to take that whole thing apart, which means it's going to cost billions of dollars to actually know that you've got an airplane that can safely carry the president and all of the president's communications and everything. When Donald Trump says that this plane is free, I just want to know, what do the Qataris think they're getting for this? What's the trade deal they want? What's the weapons deal they want? What's the prosecution that they want released and eased up on? There's nothing that's coming free to the President of the United States at that level that doesn't come with an expectation there's going to be something in return.
So now it turns out that there's even more to this jet story. Despite Trump's repeated claims that the luxury Boeing 747-8 from Qatar was a gift, CNN is reporting that his own administration actively sought it out. A senior White House official says that Trump tasked Steve Witkoff, his Middle East envoy and shady partner in his crypto scam, with finding a replacement for Air Force One after learning that Boeing wouldn't have new jets ready for a little while. And speaking of Qatar, let's not forget that Trump's Attorney General Pam Bondi was once registered as a foreign agent and paid $115,000 per month to lobby Congress on behalf of the Qatari government as a registered foreign agent under FARA. You can't make this up. Senator Dick Durbin called her out, saying she, quote, does not take these conflicts seriously, and he's right. Bondi's supposed to serve the public, not act as a backdoor for foreign governments or special interests. Even Laura Loomer's mad. She posted, don't forget, our own U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi was once a registered foreign lobbyist on behalf of Qatar. In this bizarro world, it feels like Laura Loomer's word might carry more weight than any threats of legal consequences. So on this one, and only this one, to the end of our days, go off, Laura. If you enjoyed that, make sure that you never miss another video by subscribing. And if you want a little more, consider hitting the join button and becoming an actual member. But you're probably wondering, why the hell would I do that, John? First off, calm down. The stakes in this are very, very low. But also, when you click the join button and you become a member, you get access to bonus content that I make every week, and it's a ton of fun. You get access to tons of custom emojis and more besides that. By the way, if you join at Tier 3, you even get access to a monthly member hangout with myself and other awesome people, and we always have a great time. By the way, you'll get all that going forward, but you also unlock years of the back catalog. That is literally 100 or more bonus clips, top 10 lists, debates, and more. What are you waiting for? Click the join button below. Your support powers our show, and we couldn't do it without you. Or at the very least, I wouldn't really want to try. Viewers like you keep me here. So thank you in advance for joining.